Hey everyone, welcome back to Juggling Gym. Today we're moving on to our third beginner club trick, javelin throws. This trick is a little bit harder than wrong side throws or dip throws, but it's still very doable as a beginner club trick. This tutorial is adapted from a written tutorial on clubjuggling.com. The creator said it was okay for me to make this tutorial, so special thanks to Robert Dawson. I highly encourage you to check out clubjuggling.com. It's basically like the library of juggling, but for club juggling. Also stay tuned, because at the end of the video I have a special announcement. When you make the javelin throw, it's going to be parallel to your head, and the club is going to be over your shoulder. It's not like an overhead throw where you throw the club from behind your head like this. In an overhead throw, the club will spin once and then land in your head. But in a javelin throw, the club doesn't move with any spin. When I make a javelin throw, I like to throw it at about this hand position. Try to find the hand position that works the best for you. To make the javelin throw, you're going to tilt the club forward slightly and you're going to throw it so it peaks just a little bit above your head. Be careful not to hit yourself in the back of the head as you're doing this trick. Since you're going to make the throw from up here, you're going to practice throwing it up, catching, and then making a javelin throw. Normally, I would say to practice with both hands, but I can only do this with my right hand, so I'm not going to be able to demonstrate it with my left hand. If you want to learn this trick with your non-dominant hand, just follow the same exact steps. Now it's time for the two club exchange. First, practice doing a javelin throw, followed by a regular throw. When that feels comfortable, practice doing a regular throw, followed by a javelin throw. When you start doing the two club exchange, that's where you're going to have collisions with the javelin throw and the regular throw. Make sure to throw the javelin club high enough so that it clears the regular club. You can also do the regular throw lower so that you have more space for the javelin throw. Something else that helped me was to wait just a little bit longer for the regular club to fall before throwing the javelin throw. You only need to wait like a split second longer. Another major problem is throwing the javelin throw too far in front of you. Go back to one club and make sure that you have that solid, then go back to the two club exchange. Now it's time for three clubs. First, just practice doing javelin throws as a one-off trick. Start doing a regular cascade, and then when you feel ready, do one javelin throw. Then go back to the normal cascade. When you feel ready again, do another javelin throw. Keep doing that until it feels really solid. The next step is to do every third throw from your dominant hand as a javelin throw. That's as much as I've learned, but if you want, you can make continuous javelin throws from one hand. The tricky part is that after you make one javelin throw up high, you have to catch the other one up high to make another javelin throw. So if that's something you want to learn, just keep practicing this kind of motion. When that feels comfortable, go back to three clubs. You're going to practice making two back-to-back javelin throws in a row, then try to make three back-to-back throws in a row, then four, and so on. Now I want to quickly go over some troubleshooting techniques for this trick. Watch out for collisions and follow the steps I described earlier to fix any problems that you have. If you're throwing too far in front of you, go back to one club and slowly build back up to three clubs. After you make the javelin throw, make sure to pay attention to the regular throw that immediately follows it. For me, it was often underspun or thrown too high up. For continuous javelin throws, the hard part is catching the next club in the right position to do another javelin throw. Go back to two clubs if you're having problems with that. In January, I was interviewed for a podcast called Life of Learning. This is a really fun podcast that's about learning new things and helping you to live a life that's full of learning. If you want to learn more about me and how I got into juggling and making YouTube videos, please check out that interview. Also, just go check out the podcast in general. They talk about juggling, music, general learning principles, all kinds of stuff. So you should definitely go check it out. Next week, I'm moving on to a different mini-series on toss juggling tricks that look cool but are actually not that hard to do. Keep practicing and have fun.